All right, guys, I'm back. It's Eric, free NBA daily bets podcast YouTube channel. I had a winning day last night, guys. Thank God. Oh my gosh. Of course, after the podcast where I rant for 5 minutes last podcast, and then all of a sudden I have a winning night. So I try not to make this podcast like me ranting and me being pissed off and whenever I lose and stuff, because you never want to hear people just bitching and complaining all the time, but I don't know. Maybe it worked. I don't know, guys. It might be a good omen, so who knows. But let's not waste any time. You can find all my official plays at Twitter at Easy Money Wins. I'm completely transparent. I've got my shit-ass record up there. My awful units lost. Gonna work my way back. Yesterday was a nice day, guys. 5-2. Solid 13 units, so no complaints. Let's go. Tuesday's games. Finally we get a little breather too, guys, because man, the NBA's been pumping out 8 to 12 game days for it feels like the last 2 weeks since the All-Star break. Now we only have 4 games today, so we'll take our time a little bit with it. We don't have to rush through it. First game, we got the Wizards at the Pistons, and let's see here. Line is at -14 for Detroit, the home favorite, of course, because the Wizards are very bad. Over-unders at 232. Now, Washington did play yesterday at Toronto, and they lost 119-104. Let's see how many minutes they played. They came out fast, and then they just fizzled, guys. They fizzled. They had 60 points at half, and then second half they did what the Wizards do, guys. They fizzled. Jordan Poole, 23 minutes. Keyshawn George, 28 minutes. Alex Sarr, 30 minutes. Bub Carrington, 26. Really, nobody played any heavy minutes. They shot awful from three. They're 16 of 55 from three. Wow. That's really bad. They could not score any in the paint. They were 36% field goal percentage. They'll probably shoot the ball a little better against Detroit, but the only thing is Detroit's been playing really good defense of late. Really good defense, guys. I watched them Saturday night against the Warriors, and they played really well, and then they won excuse me, against Portland on Sunday. Now, it is the third game in 4 nights for them, and they just traveled from Portland, from the West Coast. So, travel spot, it's not ideal. First game back off a 4-game homestand, it's usually a flat spot for teams. They're coming back home for the first time in a week, seeing their girlfriends, seeing their wives, seeing their family, having to take care of their dog, take care of their whatever pets they have. I don't love betting teams first game off of the road trip at home. It's just something I have my antennas up on, and it's just kind of a well-known betting trend within the betting community, with hockey and basketball. When they're traveling a lot and then they come home, that first game is usually a flat spot, guys. They're human beings, you know what I'm saying? They're not robots. It's just a spot where I'm let me be a little cautious here. Not always, guys. Sometimes teams don't care and they're home. They've had one day. They had Monday to get themselves right, get themselves back acclimated, and then now ready to go. And it is against the Wizards, but so let me see how many minutes they played on Sunday. Just a second, the Stars, because they played a lot on Saturday too. Cade Cunningham. So Cade played 36. Tobias Harris played 37. Everybody else was less than 30. So everybody else should be good to go. Just hope Cade has some legs up underneath of him for this game. I think he should, guys. He's young. He's a young guy. I lean Wizards team total under, because say Detroit does come out flat for whatever reason, that means they're not going to score well. That means there'll be a close game in the second half, which will then force the Pistons to play good defense. And the team total for the Wizards is going to be 117 -7, 110.5. Yeah, I like that a lot. I mean, the only way this thing is like really out of control is if Detroit just really falls asleep. But I mean, if we look at the last couple of games, like where when Detroit wins, they held Portland on the road to 112, Brooklyn 94 at home, Boston they held to 97 at home, the Clippers to 97 at home, Charlotte to 102, Philadelphia 76ers to 112. Like when they win, they're going to hold them to a pretty low number. So we'll see where this total goes. I'm leaning Wizards team total under, guys. I cashed with it yesterday against the Raptors, and I just see a lot of ways where this goes under again. I'm going to be cautious though today, guys. I'm going to really something's got to stick out for me today. I got good momentum, so I'm not trying to like risk that. Next game up, we got the Brooklyn Nets at the Cleveland Cavaliers. Spread is minus 17.5. Brooklyn beat the Lakers last night. I wasn't shocked. I wanted to bet the Nets. Originally I wanted to bet the Nets team total over, and then I said, you know what? Let me not be made a fool, and just bet the game over 217. I got there. Got to 219 barely. Lakers were kind of BSing around second half. And obviously LeBron wasn't playing, Hachimura, Dorian Finney-Smith wasn't playing, so and I thought Luka bad defense. It worked out in the end, guys. It worked out in the end. But let's see the minutes played for the Nets. Nobody played over 31 minutes. Well, Cam Johnson played 33. Cam Johnson probably doesn't play in this game. Nick Claxton played 31. Zaire Williams played 31. I doubt D'Angelo Russell plays on the second night of a back-to-back. Maybe Cam Thomas comes in and plays. He didn't play yesterday. We'll keep this one quick, guys, just because. Well, let me see the injury situation for the Cavaliers. Nobody. So they're healthy. Do they have a big game? This is the front end of a back-to-back for them. Nope. They're rested completely. Haven't played back-to-back in a week. Now they're at home. They've been kind of falling asleep against these lesser opponents. Like they only beat Charlotte by 1, beat Miami by 5. Chicago was really, really close in the fourth quarter until they pulled away. Portland, they had to go to overtime with only won by 4 in overtime. That was without Donovan Mitchell, though. But still, I mean, the Cavaliers team isn't like just putting teams away like they used to. So, I don't know, guys. The spread minus 17.5. I can only look Cavs, guys. I'm not Cavs. That team like pisses me off so much. Like how they're just covering spreads like it's like nothing. Like it doesn't make any sense, guys. It's just so freaking annoying. But that over under's low. I don't understand it because Cleveland's like the number one over under team in the NBA. They're at 64%, 41-23 over under record. Like it's one of the best of like all time. It's like close around that number. 226. Let's see what the team totals would be. 113 plus 9. 113 minus 9. So 104.5 for the Nets and 121 for the Cavaliers. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm probably not going to bet that game. Next game up. 2 games left, guys. Got a good one here. The Pacers are a freaking mess right now, guys. I don't know what this line truly is. I'm seeing mixed odds on my page right now. It's saying Bucks minus 7. Is that right? Hold on here, guys. Let me look real quick. Let me go to my sports book. Let me see if I can pull it up on my internet because it's saying minus 7, but I'm also seeing minus 3.5. Let's see real quick. See if I can pull it up. Got my phone in the other room. Come on. I'll just say it's minus 7. I think it's legitimately minus 7. Pacers are a mess. They played and lost bad to who is it? Chicago last night, guys. Chicago. Let's pull up that Let's pull that game up. 121-103. They were down more than that at halftime. Down more than that in the third quarter. Nobody played over 25 minutes. Wow, nobody played over 24 minutes. Jeez, guys. It doesn't get much lower than that. You know, they only scored 10 out of... They were 25% from three-point land. They basically just waved the white flag. They were like, nah, forget it. We're not going to play the second half. That's basically what Rick Carlisle was saying. Like, you know, let's rest up and play Milwaukee. So, let me see here, guys. Let me see what they've done against Milwaukee this year. Is this the last meeting? This is the last meeting. Them playing Milwaukee. They lost on December 31st. They lost November 22nd. Where was the other time they played them? Because they're divisional opponents. Hold on. They played them somewhere else. 31st. They played... Oh, they play again on Saturday at Milwaukee. Okay. So this is they've already lost twice to them. This is the final home game against them. They've lost 3 in a row on the road trip at Atlanta, at Chicago. And before that, they'd won 2 home. They've won 3 last 3 in a row home games. They've won. Milwaukee's coming off losses though too, guys. That's the thing. Let's check. Milwaukee did not play last night. Lillard and Giannis are probable. I think so. They've been playing, guys. They'll probably play. This will be the 3rd game of 4 nights for them. It's quick travel to Indianapolis though from Milwaukee, divisional opponent. I mean, it's all about if Halliburton plays or not, guys. I mean, if Halliburton plays, I love Indiana +7, of course, no doubt about that. You know, if Halliburton doesn't play, I kind of still lean Indiana at home with all those points +7. I'm sorry, guys. I'm seeing conflicting stuff there. Let me see if I can log in real quick. I want to see a true line on this game, if they have one. Oh my gosh! Of course, it's sending it to my phone. All right, let me refresh the page. Let me see if that pops up. No, it's still +7 and +3.5. I'll see what it is. The over under. I'm seeing 231.5. So I think that other line is right. Sorry guys, let me look really quick. I'm sorry guys, I don't want to get up and see my phone. ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Let's see if I can pull that up. It's like it wants me to log in, and whenever you log on from a laptop or whatever, you can't get in without like your phone passcode or whatever. I don't know. Come on, let me just see the damn sportsbook. Let me see if this does it. Oh, well, whatever, guys, whatever. If it's 231.5 right now, I like that. I mean, it depends if Halliburton plays. Halliburton plays, like it over. The thing is, the Pacers are not stopping a soul, guys. So, Milwaukee team total over is probably a really good way to go. They haven't shot the ball well. They're probably going to shoot the ball really well against Indiana. Yeah, I like it over actually a lot. I like that over a lot, guys, because Indiana's gone under a lot recently. Their last, oh my gosh, this stupid computer, guys, my fault. Indiana's gone under last 2 in a row games. Maybe even the last 3 in a row games, last 4 in a row games they've gone under, I believe. So they've had some unders, but it's just because of their shooting. It's not necessarily because their defense is good. Their defense is still bad. I like the over there a lot. Milwaukee on the road is an over team. They just have gone under. Yeah, I like over 231.5. That might be the play tomorrow, guys, or just take. No, because I think the Pacers shoot really well. That game's going to go over, guys. That game's most likely going to go over, the Bucks and the Pacers. If it's really only 231.5, I like that under, guys. Okay, my fault. I've been going long, but last game up, we have the Clippers at the Pelicans. Clippers are -6-point road favorites. Total is at 223.5. And I'm going to say this right now, Clippers team total, that is a for sure bet. I'm not going to talk myself off of it in my head tomorrow when I'm looking at these games, guys, because That's what I did to the Spurs last night, and I shouldn't have done that. I have no idea why I did not bet the Spurs team total over yesterday. No idea why I didn't do that, guys. And I'm not going to make the same mistake again. So, excuse me. The Pelicans don't play a lick of defense, guys. A lick of defense. But they try hard at home. So, meaning they'll shoot the ball better. And Zion didn't play last game, so he probably plays this game. Let's see here. Yeah, Kelly Olynyk is out. And Jose Alvarado is questionable, but he was questionable last game and he played. Kelly Olynyk, I wish he was playing for the over because he has a lot of good chemistry with this New Orleans team. But, I still like the Clippers team total over. Let's see. It'll be, it's at like 223.5. It's going up. Be like 112 plus 3, 115. 114.5 for the Clippers. I mean, that is a lot for the Clippers, guys. Let's see here. Norman Powell's still out. Ben Simmons is out. They don't shoot the ball amazing, the Clippers. It's just the Pelicans, they don't play defense, guys. Yeah, I mean, Clippers don't score the basketball that well. I mean, they did play Sacramento and New York. I guess two better defensive teams in the NBA of late. Detroit, they did hang 123 on them, but that was at home. They got to 117 at Phoenix. Phoenix is kind of like New Orleans in that they don't give an F about defense. Before that, they were struggling. Beat Chicago. That was a fast-paced team. They got to 122 against them. It is a front end of a back-to-back. They do play Miami on Wednesday. Okay, maybe I don't like the over there. Maybe I don't. For the Pelicans, no back-to-back for them. No, they're at home. They score. They have not been scoring well. Obviously, when Zion's not in. Man. I hate to say this. I kind of like +6 for the Pelicans, but no way in hell am I betting the frickin' Pelicans again this year, guys. This team has no heart, man. The only reason they covered last game is because Memphis had less heart than they did, honestly. Yeah, I would lean +6 for the Pelicans. I really don't like it, but the better in me feels like that's the right side. And over/under, I lean over 223.5. 112 minus 3, 109. Yeah, I lean over. I don't feel amazing about that though, guys. I think the only play I'm going to get there with today is the Bucks and Pacers over 231.5. That's smelling like a for sure winner. Okay, guys, that's it. Appreciate y'all listening for always. Drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Appreciate all you guys listening. I know there's like a good 50 to 100 of you guys that listen almost every day, and it means a lot to me because some nights I don't feel like doing this podcast. Some nights I just feel like watching a movie after the games and relaxing and doing my thing. But I know you guys listen to this like on your way to work, on your lunch break, and I appreciate y'all for listening. I really do. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow on the next show. Let's have another winning day. Let's win some fucking money. Let's go.